Good morning, or whatever time of day it is that you are watching this. This is Gayle Palmer from the Living Elements Clinic in Sidlesham, and it is Men's Health Week this week. So I wanted to do a series of videos that were specifically aimed at men to help them get control of their lives, get control of their health, and really live the best life that you can. So this morning I am down on the beach. It's actually quite sunny now. The sun's just come out from behind a cloud, so I'll probably be squinting, but just ignore that. So today the subject is alcohol and drinking in particular. Now there are some guidelines. They're often been changing, but the latest guidelines for both men and women is to have no more than 14 units of alcohol a week. What does that mean? Well, a unit of alcohol is about 6 pints, okay, of moderately strong beer. So if you are drinking a lager, a 5.2% lager, that's the equivalent of 3 units, and that would be just 1 pint. So just bear that in mind. And the recommendation is for those that drink those pints to be spread over at least 3 days. At least 3 days. That is no binging as well, because obviously if you get to a football match or you're out with friends or what have you, it is very easy to drink way more than that in quite short order. So the other thing to say is that there is now no safe limit for alcohol. Clearly binge drinking causes a lot of accidents, and there's a lot of risk factor with it. One of the interesting things about binge drinking is that people tend to drink a little bit more slowly, but you really must make sure that even if you are going to drink quite a lot, you drink lots of water. So you try and have as much water as you are alcohol, and you have some food with it. There are obviously places that shall we say, increase the likelihood of drinking, or encourage people to drink. So places like pubs, clubs, or rowdy places, parties or what have you. Now I'm not saying you can't go to them, but be aware when you go that you have choices that you can make, and sometimes you need to make better choices than perhaps you already are. So that's something to really just be aware of. You know, most people do not drink anything like as much if they are drinking at home or having an evening meal. The other thing that can really help make a difference is to have known people around you. So if you are going to binge drink, for goodness sake, have people about who can help get you home. Because being out in the streets, getting hypothermia with alcoholic poisoning, it leads to deaths every year. And you can make yourself really very ill that way. And the last thing on drinking and alcohol generally, the cleaner the alcohol, so the less contaminants it has in it, the better, if you are going to drink. So choose what you drink quite carefully as well. Spirits tend to be cleaner. There's a lot of sulfates, nitrites in wine, for instance, nowadays, because they use that as pesticides and herbicides and what have you. So try and make sure that you have a really good idea where the source of your materials for your chosen drink come from. And last thing to say is that alcohol does increase your risk of cancer quite markedly, particularly throat cancer, bowel, breast, neck, kidney, all of the head, neck, mouth cancers, sinus cancer, etc. Bowel cancer, but the biggie is liver cancer, and cirrhosis of the liver if you are really over drinking the limits that you should be. So that's all I wanted to say today. I hope you found that helpful. If you have, please leave a comment below. That would be really fantastic. If you need to get hold of me at the clinic, the Living Elements Clinic in Siddlesham, Chichester, the link is below or above as well. As hopefully that's been useful. Take care for now. Have a good day.